Alright guys, well, today we're doing a new project that I've been wanting to do for a year or two now. I bought this old cider press. This is some of the slats where the apples go in or fruit to go in to press out, but it needs to be refurbished here. I need to take all the slats off here, sand them down, and then finish them with a little bit of coconut oil. All the metal that I have on it, the stand is down by the wash station, that needs to be all burnt off. So we're just going to be showing you the process. I saw a friend of mine do this, so I'm going to get on the action here and get this cleaned up, because next year I would love to press a bunch of apples so we have our own cider. So what we're going to do is just start taking the slats off here and see how it goes. I may have to get some new screws too, because a lot of these ones are looking pretty rusty and nasty, but that would probably be ideal. And I've got my container here just so I can keep all my screws, because if I don't, I'll end up losing them. This will definitely be a few day process for me, because I've got a few other things I'm doing in the same time. But it's been kind of cold and nasty outside. Had some snow yesterday. So I'm trying to get some jobs done that I can be sort of inside here and stay warmer. That screw might be stripped. Might be a problem. Just move these ones out of the way here. I'll come back to that one and see if we can't get out of that in a minute. Okay, let's take a look at this one here and see what's going on with it. Hopefully I can get it out. Oh, there we go. Not stripped, just didn't have it very well. So this end screw here on these ones are a straight screw. So I need to grab a screwdriver to take this one off. Kind of funny how they've done it. So I'll be right back. Gonna try to take it right out. There we go. That's one there. We'll do this other one here. They're in there pretty good, pretty rusted in. I might have to hit it with a bit of WD-40 just to loosen it up with. No, it's in good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to hit it with some WD-40 just to loosen some of that metal. While that's doing its thing, loosening up the screw there. I've got two sides, so I'm just gonna do the one side quickly now, just to show you. And we're just gonna sand it down quickly just to get off some of the old nasty stuff off of it. Not sure I have the best sandpaper for this. I'm not sure it's the right coarseness for the job. Okay, that one is done. So I'm just gonna go through, sand all these off quickly, and I won't make you watch because that'll take a while. Probably take me 10 minutes to get this done, but they'll be ready. I'll wipe them off with a cloth inside, and then we will hit them with some coconut oil. So I've got the slats all sanded up. I took a damp cloth and I wiped off all the sawdust. So when I'm putting the coconut oil on, it doesn't get all buggered up. But here we go. We got the slat here, some coconut oil on the rag. Just go down, just rub it on nicely here. And look at that, it looks brand spanking new again. You don't need too much. I'm going to wipe a lot of it off and then just really rub it in here. And this will be great because by the time I go to use it next year, it'll be soaked in nicely. Make sure you get the ends as well. Probably at the other end here. And get the back as well. There we go. There's one reconditioned slat. I might just go over it too and just give it a good wipe down there with that. Okay, that's done. So we'll go through and we'll do all of them like that. Oh, kind of got away there. Alright, so that's what it's gonna look like. I will go through, get them all done up, and that's one step done. Okay, got them all done here. They look brand spanking new now. Look at that. Not too bad. So there we have it. The slats are done. One step finished. So the next step is, after I've got all those things nice and done up with the coconut oil, the staves, I am working on getting a fire going here. And I'm going to put these guys in the fire to burn off the paint and clean up some of the rust. Same with this. I'm just going to put it on top of the fire once we get some embers. I was looking online, you can actually get this rust cleaner stuff you spray on. So it's not food grade, so I don't want to use that. So I'm going to do it this way instead, and then once it's burned off, we'll use some baking soda water, scrub her up clean, and then add some oil and bake it again. So I'll show you the process of that. And I'm just going to be burning the bottom part of this too. I'm just cleaning the bottom part of this. I won't worry about the sides, because the sides, the juice won't touch any of that, so that's okay to stay painted and how it is, because it still looks pretty good, to be honest. It's just this part here, it's looking kind of weathered and torn and rusted up. I could have probably just taken this whole thing right off. I see the screws on the bottom, but I'll just do it this way. It's a little easier, then the flames can actually get underneath it and do what it needs to do. So it's probably gonna take 10 minutes for these embers to burn down and get to where we need them. Okay, so you can see how pretty gross this one is too. So I'm gonna just get these ones started while the fire is still burning. I'm just gonna set them to the side here. Let the heat do its thing. While this keeps burning down, I'm gonna move around a bit so I can get the other part on as well. This thing's quite heavy as well. So I need some more wood to burn down a bit, but we'll just get her started anyways. There we go. So we'll let this sit for a while until it burns everything off. I just put another piece of wood on top here to get some more flames and some more embers going. So I'll let this go, I don't know, see half hour, hopefully it burns really well. Got a bit of a wind block here because it's been kind of windy this morning. Put this over here to get more embers going. So it hasn't been too long and we got some paint being burned off now. It's starting to look good. So we want to see, get that all off. Just going to take all the rust off that was on the bottom. And just more or less sanitize it. Basically what we're trying to do is do like cast iron, season it. I've got my helper again here today. Hi Taco, you come to help me again? He likes the warmth of the fire here. So there we go. Going nicely, just waiting for the embers to burn down more so I can put the big part under more, but it's going well. Beautiful day for this. It's coming along nicely now. I've just moved some things around. You can see it's getting hot there. Starting to get charred on the top there, burning off some of the paint and rust. And the rings here coming along nicely. I'm just waiting for the embers to burn down a bit more so I didn't get it all in, but you can see that's what it was like before when they painted it. And with the black now, burning all that junk off, which is good, it's what you want. And this one I'm still waiting to put under farther, but it's coming along too. You can see at the top here, top half there, it's getting hot there. And yeah, it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. Looking good. I just flipped the lid over there. It's looking nice and charred there. I'm flipped over for the other side for a bit now. So we could probably clean a lot of that up with a wire brush afterwards. Just to clean most of that off and then hit that with a paste of baking soda and water. But it's looking good up top here too. I just pushed it in a bit farther. Try to get the other side. And I gotta push this in a little farther to get the rest of the paint off there. But these are the ones that are looking pretty good over here now. Getting cleaned up nicely. There we go. I just grabbed a wire brush quickly just to give a quick scrub to see how it's coming along there. Oh, over the smoke. But looking good so far. This stuff's coming off. I've done the top here as well, just to see how far you need to go. Making sure I'm getting all the stuff burnt off well here. So I'm probably going to leave it for another half hour or so, just to make sure you're burning off all the stuff on there. But it's looking good. The top, this part and this part were the worst. This was definitely the worst part for sure. The sides are doing fairly well. I'm gonna have to just move it around a bit to get some more of that paint inside. But other than that, it's looking good so far. Just gonna pop this up a bit so it's in the flames. It's tricky because it's round and it keeps rolling over on me here. Okay, hopefully that works there. I probably should let the fire burn down just a bit more, get a few more embers out of it first, but that's okay. It's working well. I think this one here is almost ready too. The one side here. We'll flip it up and take a look. Almost a little bit more paint on this side. Gonna pop it into the fire there. But other than that, I think we're getting close. Getting close. You can see right there where I've scrubbed it with the brush. Blow it off a bit. So yeah, that's good. A little bit longer, you can see some more rust in there, but I'll probably be taken care of once we get the baking soda and vinegar on it and scrub it with that as well. But I just want to make sure we get lots of this nasty stuff off first before we proceed to the next step. I've just taken the 2 rings out and they look pretty good. Everything's burnt off really well. That one's not too bad either. So I'm going to let them cool there. Then once they cool off, we'll get the brush to it. Wire brush it real good. Then we'll hit it with that baking soda mixture I keep talking about. So the lid I'm going to let go for quite a while longer still for sure. And the top a bit longer too. But they're coming along. So this ring is ready to go. It's cool enough to touch with gloves. It's not quite 100% cooled off, but good enough for me. So I'm just going to give a quick little scrub, see if we can get some of the surface stuff off quickly. And then once we do, we'll go to the next step. So it's pretty clean already. It's pretty good. The fire got a lot of it off. This underside's a little more stuff on it. So we'll just give it a good little scrub here. Looks like there's still a little bit of paint on there, but maybe it's just because it was coated on so well that just made an impression, the paint on it. I think we'll be fine with that though. Okay, there's that one done. Okay, so we'll do this one here too. Looking good there. This side's looking pretty good too. Let's give it a little scrub. So there's still quite a bit of rust on, so the baking soda will help with that. Okay, so once the other two cool down, I'll get on them. I just pulled them out a few minutes ago, so they're pretty hot. But I'm probably going to pull out the press part now. I think it's pretty good. It's done what it needs to do. The lid's looking good as well. And the handle didn't melt, so that's a bonus. And it's nice too, it's only warm to about up to there, so I can grab this with no problem. So I'll move this to the side for now, and we'll get the fire put out here. I got a bunch of snow here. Okay, I got my baking soda water paste here. So take it here, and I start scrubbing her on. Put it nice and thick. So when we add the vinegar, it really does its job. I'm just using a metal scrubby too, which will help kind of double up the process of scrubbing off some of the stuff. And as well, I probably made the paste a bit too thin, but that's okay. We can always go back again and do another layer if need be. You just really wanted to coat it nicely. Gonna top some of these ones up with a bit more soda on the top, just so we get that reaction with the vinegar nicely. Okay, so now vinegar. Just gonna take it here. Let's do its job. It's going slowly just to make sure we get all the soda and vinegar working. Don't want it to come off all at once. Looking good there. Wow, it looks almost brand new now. Look at that. We'll come down to the back side here. I mean, you could probably use a spray bottle as well and spray it on. That way you're not wasting as much vinegar as I am. Just making sure I evenly coat everything with it. It's gonna look good once it's done. Pretty excited with this. This one here I might do just a little bit more soda just to get a scrub on the side. There we go. Alright, we're gonna let that sit for 2 minutes or so. Rinse my hands off quickly. So yeah, I'm gonna let that sit for a minute or two just to let it do its thing. Get all the rust off. It's good enough to rinse off. Got some water here. Gotta give it a good rinse here. Get it all off. There you go, look at that. It's like brand spanking new metal. Okay, so now we're going to grab a towel here quickly. Just going to dry it all off so it doesn't re-rust on me. There we go. And I'm going to stick these inside till I have everything else done. And look at that, you can see all the rust still coming off of that quite a bit. But that's good, that's what you want to see. So here's the top of the press here for the pushing down the juice. This one's still quite rusty, so this should do a nice job. I'm doing an extra thick layer of baking soda and mixture Gonna get scrubbed down too, just get that extra rust off it. Gotta make sure I get around the sides here as well. Okay, this side's really rusty, the top still, but nothing this shouldn't fix up quickly. All right, that's good there. I'll get the baking or the vinegar on now. Just gonna roll around here so it doesn't all come off. Do a little bit more on the top side here. We want it to work itself. Tell I put a lot of soda on, that's why it's foaming quite a bit there. There we go, looking good. So I'll definitely let this sit for a few minutes here, or a few seconds. Tell it's taking off a lot of rust already. Alright, gonna let that sit there while we flip around. Come to the other side here. I can already tell just with the baking soda scrubbing it, it's taking off the rust. This is just a double measure. Oh, you can look at that, eh? See, it's taking it right off. Just gonna do one more little layer of vinegar. Get some more of the scrubbing on too, just to help it out with a little bit more. That worked pretty good. Okay, we'll flip it to this side again. This side probably could use a little bit more. Okay, give a quick rinse here, see how it looks. Wow, look at that. Looks really good. There we have it. That looks good there. Hard to tell in the dark light here, but it's not too bad. I might do with just one more vinegar coat on it or one more soda, and then we'll be done. Okay, here's the last part here. Gonna really soak this one in with a lot of baking soda. Apparently I didn't get enough. So grab some water for this quickly, just to thin it out a bit. So I'm just gonna take the scrubby here and just put up along the sides here where the vinegar didn't hit. Alright, so I'm in the basement now. I've got my rings and my top ready here. And I'm going to use some bear lard that I rendered myself to season this with. So you just need food grade oil. So you just need some food grade oil, so olive oil, coconut oil. But like I said, I got my coconut oil or bear fat here. So I've just got a rag here too. I'm just going to take some of the fat here and just liberally apply it. So it's basically like if you're doing a cast iron pan. You just want to make sure you get it coated really well. Making sure you get every single surface. I'm doing this while I'm having the fire get started again, so we get some nice embers. So while that's doing that, I can get this done. Okay, so there's the first one down there. Now just put a piece of plastic bag down here so I don't get the freezer all dirty. So I'm going to probably go a little lower with the heat and slower over the embers instead of a hot fast fire. Okay, I'm going to do the lid here quickly as well, just so that the oil can really sit in there and penetrate it while we're waiting. You probably do this a few times as well to really season it, but I'm hoping one time will be enough. Getting the edges as well here. Okay, I'll get this finished up and then we'll go outside and get the big part seasoned up with the oil as well. Okay, here's outside one. So we just applied nice and liberally on this as well. Get it so it soaks right into the iron. Go right up on the sides like this too. Nice good coat. Now we're going to go along the outside here as well. Just on the top of the plate here. Now just making sure I get the spout area nicely as well, covering every single surface area there is. And that's looking pretty good now, I think. All right. Hopefully the fire's ready in a few minutes here. We can get things started. So I've moved a few things around. I'm not sure how well it's working or how it needs to be done, but I think it's going okay. These ones look like they're cooking on okay. Get that oil baked on nicely. The lid's gonna be a little tricky here. Not sure the best way to do it. I've kind of moved it around, but hopefully the heat reflects off of there and sears it on. It's working up here a bit. I can see it's starting to go there. So once it burns down a bit more, I'm gonna put the whole thing right over the fire. All right, so the base is coming along nicely. I've reapplied oil here a few times just because it's baking a lot hotter there. So I've moved some of the wood over here to bake on this side slowly. I might actually flip it around. And the sides are coming along too. I just put another quick coat on because they're looking a little dry, but they're close as well. And the top here is pretty much close to done as well. So we'll show you once it's all finished up here. All right, we got them out. They're looking pretty good, nice and shiny and new. Not 100% shiny, but good enough. They could probably use a few more layers of oil, but be enough to protect it for now. It's what I need to do. And then the bottom here, I just added another layer of fat quickly, but it's looking good, looking like a cast iron pan now. Just gonna let that go for another few minutes, and just to cook off some of that oil. They'll pull it off and let it cool, and it will be done. All right, so this is the day after. Look at the finish on that. It's hard to see with the light here. Let's go around this way maybe, but it's nice and shiny and slippery like a cast iron pan. It's perfect for pressing juice. We're going to try and show you putting the staves on quickly here. So here's one side done. So I was doing the other side here, and I've buggered it up a wee bit. Some of them are kind of lopsided here. So what I should have done first, after I realized this, is when I was laying them out, or I didn't lay them out, should have laid them out so I could actually kind of figure out which ones kind of went together. Looks like the ones that are staying the most go in the same spot. So I figured that out. I put this up so these ones are all level, But look at that, looking pretty good, eh? It's brand spanking new for the most part. Nice, clean. So I'm gonna finish off this other one here, and then we should be finished, I think. Well, there we have it. Looking good. They're both done, except for the last two pieces here. I'm not sure why they did it, but the last pieces, they have an actual screw that goes in from this side. Not 100% sure why that is, but I have them out in the garage, so I'll bring them in. Once I go out and do chores, and we'll pop them in, and then these are done. Looks pretty good for the most part. Pretty happy with that. Could probably use another coat, but it'll be good for what we need for. There's not going to be any juice really up here. When you press it, it's just going to press down at the bottom. So there we have it, guys. Don't know if my hair's a mess. Don't have my hat on today, but that's how I refurbished my cider press. I'm pretty excited about that. I've got the grinder over here as well. I'm not sure if I showed you guys that before, but this is the grinder for it. This is the main reason I bought the bigger press was because it came with this grinder, and it's got some heavy duty teeth on it. I just got to clean that up a little bit. It's got a small motor on it, but this is one of the biggest ones I've seen, actually the biggest hopper I've seen for it. Most people have a really small tiny hopper, so you can probably throw in like 1/4 bushel right there and just let it rip. Lots of juice fast. Okay, there we go. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and once we get some juice pressing, probably won't be this year. We'll see what happens. We might, but if we do, we'll do a video on that as well. Have a great day, guys.